We can hear you clearly, but we can see your screen. What about now? My screen should be showing right now. It should be showing right now. So let me just move very fast. So I talked about how large language model works, your ChatGPT, your Claude, your Gemini, and all of this thing. And then what AI is genuinely, is genuinely brilliant at, I talk about writing and drafting, right? I talk about generating code. I talked about finding patterns in text, summarizing long documents, translating languages, explaining, complex concepts, right? And I told you about AI hallucination, and then from there we looked at the AI landscape, the reasoning models, the code builder, which we're focused on, right? And then we'll talk about the specialists. That's the AI tools that are specialized in certain domain, like image generation, that mid journey, 11 lamp for voice generation, and then runway for video generation. All right, we focused on reasoning model last week, and then today we're looking at the code builder, the anti-gravity, cloud code building for deploying and for debugging. And then from there we looked at the traditional approach, to making web design a website, right? And then from there, I took us through, the new way of doing it. Now, one of the things that I was when it's come to vibe coding is that there are things that only developers can do today, but there are things that everyone can do today when it's come to, website design. I hope it's making sense. Are we following? I believe we can, following. Right, yeah, please do it to like the video. Yeah, okay, so I don't want to spend much time on this. We can catch up on the previous video, right? And then from there, I took us through the developer languages. Should know this should be S, right? And then we talk about the authentication, data. I think these are the basic things that you need when it's come to developing a website. Every website development that you're seeing out there, is within this domain. That's the front end, the back end, the front end what the people can interact with, the back end, what's it called? So front end, right? And then we have the authentication, which is of course, what gives you access to a website. For instance, now you want to log into a website, those things, right? And of course, we talk where your things are stored, right? And then we talk about API deployment, and then we also talked about hook. Of course, we didn't dwell so much on that. I I told you how front end and back end work, right? What people can see. Imagine you're in a restaurant, and then the front end, what the people can see, that the kitchen. Sorry, not the kitchen area, um, the dining area where people is, where they serve the people. Then there's the back where you have your database, where you have buckets in your store and all of that is the back end. All right. So I'm explaining these things to you so that by the time you start interacting with your website, and then you get to a point where you need certain things, and then you don't even know how to describe it. But based on functionality, based on what I've described, you can be able to say, okay, this is actually what I need. Because a user needs to sign in. Okay, what does it mean for a user to sign in? That is authentication, giving access. And remember, I talk about authentication and authorization. So when you begin to think around the fact that someone needs to log into the website, we need to give this person access and all of this. So based on what you are describing, you are able to even tell the AI to that, this is exactly what we are doing. We are doing things around authentication and of course authorization. Does that make sense? I want us to, um to move as fast as possible. All right. So let's move on. Yeah, authorization and authentication. I don't need to do so much on this date. There's API, what helps you interact between one platform and the other. You can catch up on so that I don't waste much of our time. Then we talked about hosting and deployment, right? Or domain and all of this thing. And now today we're going to be building life. If you remember, some of you that I think everyone their assignment is except for I think one person that did not do that. Now from the assignment now, what we are going to do is that I'm going to be using someone's project as an example, and I need someone to volunteer. Um, Anyone that is on this course should volunteer. Whose project should we use? Whose project should we use? I need whose project should we use? My goal is to not just to gather people and teach them what I think I teach you practicals. The goal is that so that you are able to do even beyond what I can do. I'm not one of those people that just come and teach people a particular skill just to get the money or the bag. Because at the end of the day, what matters is the people's transformation. So if people are not transforming now, I think about 13 or 14 persons register for this event and all of this thing. Now, not everyone is here, which is is fine. This is Nigeria for you, and it's not just about the context of Nigeria. It's global, right? That's one of the problems I intend to solve. Yes, people buy courses, they pay for courses, and refuse to finish the courses. Sometimes I agree that people are lazy, but then it comes with a certain to believe that you can, right? And one of the things that I'm going to be doing to us in this class or in this bootcamp is that I'm going to bring us to that point. I'm going to really drill us. So I'm going to bring us to that point whereby you just get the job done. I know it's not sprint execution, right? Where we, chase people, but the thing is that you have to execute. Very important. You have to execute. So within 2 days, right? I finished 6 hour course on YouTube. I mean 6 hours course. Now, an average person like well, is not much now, 6 hours. Now, if you are the one, maybe people can do it. I have people that can do it. But 6 hour course for 2 days is a big deal because you have to pause, you have to do this, you have to pause, you have to do this. An average person can watch that 6 hours videos for 2 months, maybe more. But one of the things that separates people who get results and people who know things is that they are able to execute faster. People that are able to execute faster, get result. And another thing that I'm going to be doing, or we're going to be looking at together, is that 70% of what you'll be doing in this class will be practical. 10%, of course, learning from your peers, and then 10% of what I'm saying now. The whole boot camp is just the 10% of what I'm saying now. Where the 70% is where you are able to do. And one of the mindset that I want to take you through, even as we start building, is that when it's come to vibe coding, it's called vibe coding. It's not magic coding. So I need you to let you understand that when it's come to vibe coding, it's not what's it called now? Someone is saying my, someone is saying my. I may not get clear. Just how should we do this? How should we do this? How should we do this? Um, I think the committee manager or the academy manager can choose that because I really do not know whose project it is now. I think of course, she's not biased with anything at all. No, 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 not biased at all. But let her just speak. All right. So there, admin, you can just pick anyone, please. You can just pick anybody's project so that we can use. Huh? I've forgotten what I was saying right now. What was I saying? Okay, so I'll remember. So I thought I was talking about 70 20 principles, right? Now the goal is not to just come to this class and just get out and like say nothing happened. Something will happen to you and you are going to feel it. I want to hand over to you. Of course, okay, yeah. Thank you, Rich. What I was saying is that When it's come to vibe coding, there is nothing like magic. Now, when you develop a product, the version one of that product will not always be the best. That is why, like version one, that's okay. Let me use iPhone as a iPhone. Let me start from iPhone 6. Of course, it didn't start from iPhone 6, right? But let's say you have an iPhone 6, you have an iPhone, iPhone 6, iPhone 7, iPhone 8, and all of this thing. Now, why they have to keep getting it better is because that no system or no product can ever be perfect. I need you to understand this clearly. No matter the products you are building, you may not always get the first product. When I teach graphic design, I people, and here's what I used to tell them: the first of anything you ever develop will not be the best, but do not discard it. So this mind shift I'm taking, what's it called now? This mind shift I'm taking you through, we we bring you to a point where, because I'm a vibe coder and I know what I go through. Sometimes I work on a project, it doesn't work, I will start over again. Now, why it is good to start all over again? From a problem solving ability, you are literally telling a way to start again. Instead of trying to get to and press Ctrl Z, how did it happen? How did it happen? But an average person will say, okay, let me start again. From a problem solving ability, right? That is not the best way to approach things. Be stuck. Is that one day, that one day. A lot you eat block and it will feel like, what are you even doing in this place? Remember, you're a voter, and then you are working gradually. Because if I don't tell you some of these things, by the time we start building, and you come to a point, see, what I'm telling you is this. This is what I'm telling you. The first of anything you are doing, the first of the results you're going to get will not be the best of the results. So your ability to iterate, right, to rework that thing is what makes you a vibe coder. Now, if you spend hours on a project and it's website design, you feel that you spend hours on a project, you need to compare yourself with a traditional developer that will spend weeks. If we even spend 5 days on a project, from a product development perspective, you are still very fast, because traditionally people will still not be there even in 1 week. So this is the mind sheet I need you to let you understand. When nothing is working, don't say this, and I'm going to build and what I'm currently working on. Are we? I'm not getting your feedback, so I assume it's tennis also. I'll just move on so that I don't delay the people. Some of you say I've think. Remember, it's 3 hours, so a long time. I'm not getting any feedback right now. David, I will not use your project. I can see you, but I will not use your project. You know, yeah, I will not use your project. That has not even interacted with this thing called AI, vibe coding before. I need someone who has not, interacted with it. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? The network is terrible. I don't know. It's not terrible. It's just, I don't know. I think it's so long. I'm funny enough. I'm using Starlink. Imagine. Nigeria. Okay, okay, okay. So you can hear me now. Awesome. So whose project should we use? I don't even want to use Pelumi's project. Let me go on, let me go on, let me go to the group and see the projects that I'm going to use myself. I'm supposed to use a particular project that I online. What's they say? David is saying something I don't understand. I'm looking for whose project to use. No, David, I'm not using your project though. I will even use Pelumi's project. Let me see which project I can use. Okay, let me use I can see now the project I can see. I want to use Okware Partners and Creative, but I think the person that submitted this is not in class. And also I can see Temi Tayo Adeniyi. That's um top seafood or something. So let us use that project. All right. Now when it comes to if you can hear me now, I need you to go to your YouTube right now, and then if it is not live, kindly make it live so that you can join the conversation as at this time. I'll wait for you a bit. I know it's a network. I'll wait for you a bit. Just tap on live and make sure it's showing red, not gray. Make sure it's showing red, not gray. So I'll wait for you. Once you are there, just let me know as we are with you. I think it's quite better now. All right. So now, when it comes to vibe coding, right? When it comes to designing with AI, there are 5 levels of designing with AI that I have found out. So we're going to do level one and level today. Now, when it comes to level one with when it comes to level one, right? Level one. When it comes to level one of designing with AI, now level one is about you just creating a single page design that doesn't require people to sign in. Oh, I will even choose based on this actually. That doesn't require people to sign in or to input their password to log in. It's just a single page that people just want to read something about, right? Maybe just your shop or something, and then maybe there's a button or a link. Most time it's usually for information sake. So this kind of websites they are very easy to build. This kind of website, they are very easy to build. And then there are tools that you can use for level one website design. One of those tools is Lovable. One of those tools is Lovable. All right, you can use Lovable, and then you have Google AI Studio. You have Google AI Studio, right? You have Cursor. You have Cursor. There is Replit. Yeah. Let me just stay with this first so that I don't give you too much option. We're going to just be using two here, and that's Lovable and Google AI Studio. Remember, we talked about authentication, those things that your website, should have. And what we are going to be doing right now is that I'm going to come to when it comes to Lovable. Let's first come to Lovable. So this is my Lovable screen that is loading right here. Now, this is my Lovable. Of course, you can sign it to Lovable. Let me share with you my referral so that I can get 10 credit when you let me see. Okay, let me share. So I'm going to copy this link and then I'm going to share with you in the group chat. Now, if you want to sign up, just click on that link. Now, this is Lovable. Got an idea, array, something like that. Now I'm going to show you some of the tools that I've built. Some of the websites I've built with people. These are the websites and all of this. Remember, Lovable is good for level one and level two design. At some point, level three, but of course, sometimes it's not always good for level 3 to 5 websites design. All right. Now, what you can do is, okay, let me tell you something about Lovable. When you sign in on Lovable the first time, you are going to get 10 credits, and that 10 credits you can literally use it within just within minutes, depending on what you're building. But of course, it's enough to give you the first prototype, the first version to do, and then you have access to 30 credits every month. Of course, it is divided into 5 credits for I think for I think I don't know, but I don't have the figure right now, but it's very reasonable. Let's just go through. Basically, 30 credits is the maximum that you can use every day, or you can use every month. And every 1 a.m., that's West African time, every 1 a.m., they refresh your credit. Now let me show you what I mean. When you look at this place now, credit is five left, right? And then daily credit reset at on midnight UTC. Usually it's 1 a.m. because I've tried it before, right? Now, why Lovable is good for quick shipping, some of the things that we've talked about, like authentication, database, API, some of these things, they are being put together in Lovable already. So you only on a few of them when it comes to Lovable. Lovable is more good as you just describing what you want. They will handle both the back end, they will handle the front end, they will handle almost everything for you. Your own is just to tell it what exactly that you want. All right. So Lovable reset every um every 1 a.m. All right. And then the second tool we're going to be using, of course, when it comes to I don't how am I saying it? When it comes to using Lovable, people to, of course, you can too, but you can easily, and you are going to see it live here. So my advice to everyone is that depending on the project that you are building, use Google AI Studio and or Lovable. I'm not giving you specific recommendation, of course, that we are using, but we're going to get to a stage, even from level two, you see that we won't be able to use Lovable because once you paste two prompts like this, you have to wait for the next 24 hours. So when you need to be very strategic, you need to know exactly what you want to do. All right. And then the next one is Google AI Studio. Google AI Studio is simply just go to this Google AI Studio, AI Studio Google .com, and then it's going to bring you here. You sign up. Once you sign up now, you're going to have your playground like this, right? This is exactly what you are going to have. And then right on this place now, you can see new app. You can 3 days ago, this place was quite cold. They just changed it. So you can see new app. You can see basically under build. Give me a moment, please. Okay, so you can see a new app, you can see my app, you can see gallery. So what you are doing here, of course, you can go to playground. When you go to playground is where when you use playground, you will need your API and all of those things. So this is history, what you have generated before, right? This is now when it comes to Google AI Studio, the only building with AI or building website or app is not the only thing you can do with Google AI Studio, right? That's not the only thing you can do with Google AI Studio. You can still do other things like image generation. When you look at this place now, of course, you can build an app. You can connect your Google Drive. There are things that you can do here, right? You can generate videos here, images here, and all of this thing. But in this context, what we want to do is to build a website, and that's where you're not going to come to build. So on that build, we are going to select new app, right? So we are right on new app now. You can just go through it. You can reach their dashboard, their documentation. This is your notification, your settings, your search button, and then this is your API key, and then showing that I'm a pro plan, right? You can open the playground. Once you open it, let me open the playground for you so that you're going to see what I'm saying practically. Now, looking at this now, this is the playground featured, code and charts, image generation, video generation, speech and music, real time, stuff and all of this. So you can just, maybe just click on start building. Now, that's exactly what we're going to do. Now, let's all start building. So what we are going to do right here, let me first use now there are different approaches to generating website or building apps with AI. There are different approaches. A lot of professionals use different approaches, but in the recent time I've found um common approach among developers or coders, and that's trying to describe everything they do. Now, the framework I gave you last week, we're going to run through them again. Yes, we're going to run through the framework again, and then I'm going to show you something. But to a certain extent, you cannot use that framework in level one and level two. Although there is the last part of that framework that says use this when you need something fast, and then I'm going to show you. Now, either you use that approach or use this approach I'm about to show you, you are still going to arrive at the same thing. But of course, maybe the output might be different. So I'm going to share this with you. The manager will share this with you, after the class. Now, looking at this now, I want to build a type of website. You specify the website. Let me zoom out. I want to build a website. Okay. I want to build a type, anything you are seeing in this place or that inside that bracket simply means that replaces what you want to build. So I want to build a type of website or app that solve whatever you see. You don't need to be don't get confused about this thing. You can even by the time you even copy it, right? By the time you copy this, even write based on the discovery phase that you already have. The discovery phase I told you earlier is just for you to have the knowledge of what you want and, of course, what your clients want. So here now it's going to be I want to build, you say the type of website that solves the pain, the main audience of of your the main problem of your audience. Then who is for the features. You are going to list the main features, what you want on the website. Now this is based on you. What are the things that you want on the website? You just describe it. Let's take for instance, let's say I want to build a website for so and so, right? Now you now go further and say I'm building this with an AI or AI websites or app builder, which is on vibe coding tool. The output should be complete build prompt. I can paste into any vibe coding platform to generate the full project. Ask me questions one at a time, and then for each, give me 2 to 3 options with short reasons and your recommendation. Your recommendation. I accept or override. Focus on questions and on functionalities, features, workflows, user journey, and aesthetics. When you have enough information to work with, Ask me this: which do you want? Full build prompt, that is everything in one prompt to paste into any AI website or app builder. Number two, or face build prompt. Build prompt simply means the same thing but broken down into 4 to 5 phases. Now, I'm going to, by the time you are using this framework, don't put into 4 to 5 phases because sometimes it can be more than 6 phases. All right. So I can build and test one piece at a time. Looking at this now, the full prompt, give me one complete detailed prompt ready to any vibe coding tool, cover functionalities, features, workflow, user journey, and aesthetics. Now, let me answer this question someone might be asking in their hearts right now. When you see, for now, there are things that you will know even as we move on. And by the last week, there are things that you don't even know now that you are going to know. And one of my assignments is to bring all of this complexity, all of these technicalities, and then look for a way to communicate them to you in the most simplest way. And this is what I've been doing over the week. I've been building framework, trying to see what exactly works for you people. And based on that, I arrived at a problem or a solution yesterday. And what is the solution? The solution is simply that you go on that website. Can I share? Can I share? Can I share? Okay. Let me see if I can share. Are we still together? Let me know if we are still. Let me know if we are still. Let me know if you can hear me. Please let me know. I'm not getting. I just okay. Just say yes. I can hear you, so that I'm sure if you can hear me. Okay. Now, the solution that I'm thinking is this: your idea, a professional build, a professional brief in minutes. Now, look at this. Take your idea further with an AI consultant designed to ask the right question, define your stack, and generate a complete execution plan all in one place. Now, what this means is that just look at it now. Look at this. Hey, tell me about what you're building. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then the person will say a platform where African freelancers can, whatever. Just look at the simulation. This is just basically you and AI chatting. Then after you told AI what you want to do, AI will now give you the prompts that you can now take to your build to. Instead of you going through all these processes that I will be showing you, of course, that process is still needed. But but this is going to be a paid tool eventually. Actually. It's going to be a paid tool, but being part of the community, you have early access and all of those things. I started building. I got the idea yesterday where I was like, okay, how can I make this thing so simple for this people? Because I've seen a lot of technicalities around this thing, and most people are getting generic results. So I'm looking for a way to make it simpler to you. And based on that thinking, I got this idea, you know, and this thing doesn't just stop with prompt. After you paste all of those things, it's going to ask you where do you want to build your this thing, and then it's going to give you the things that you are supposed to do, and it's even going to give you a prototype that you can everything. If you are stuck, you can come to the tool and say, "Oh, this is where I'm stuck," and then the tool will tell you this is the thing you should do next. So after you paste a particular prompt, it will tell you the next one, and then until you finish, it's just like me guiding you and saying, "Oh, David, after you do this, this is what you should do. After you do this, that's what you should do." Now, this thing might not make sense to you now until I've gone through those processes. Nine, from conversation to complete build now, and all of this thing. Now, the interview, your color palette, face by face prompt. Can you see now? Now, look at this. Here's what you actually get. Nigeria freelance flow. So let me get out. Let me come back here. So you don't have to worry about all of these technicalities, the languages, and you don't have to worry about them. You'll come to that point eventually, especially when you're working with level 4 and level 5, kind of design. But for now, do not bother yourself. There are things that I didn't even know last week that I know now because of this week. So do not bother yourself about, when you come across things like, programming language, and all of these things. You don't need to bother yourself, about that, right? Now, if I pick one, give me a complete, build prompt, blah blah blah. If I pick two, give me the same build broken into. I've told you about that. Just remove into phases. Don't put 4 to 6. Now, these are the rules. Phase one must produce a professional high-end homepage ready to ship, not skeleton, something I'll be proud to show. Each phase asks on, one thing, go, one sentence, why it matters, explain like I've never coded before. The exact prompt to paste in any AI builder, what I should say after, how to, test before moving on. One, quick vibe coding tip, right? No jargon unless, you explain it. Now, that is the first prompt, and then we're going to be using this prompt for the second level website. But for first level website, this is not what we're going to be using. We're going to be using something different, and this is it. And the prompt is simple build prompt. This is usually the first level. This is usually the first level. Now, I want to copy this. Now, I will just come here and copy this. Now, look at what this is. I would, we say this type of website, lead capture website, whatever, whatever. I want to build that. Now, what I will now do is this. This what we want to do now is the first level of website design with AI. So what I will do here is this. I'll come to Lovable. So this is my Lovable screen, and then I'm going to paste that in Lovable. Now I want to build. Which website can I use? Um, I just want to build a single website. Okay, let me use this. I will use level 2 for Temitayo's project. Let me use this. Now there is already this. The prompts here, copy and paste it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this and then come here. Now by yourself, you can come to Lovable and describe exactly what you want. Let's take for instance now, if you have it in your head, or I want to build a website that does this, must do this. When the user get to the website, this is what they must do. This is the main action. I want this and this and this to be featured. It is all you explaining yourself. All right. That is the level one. Now I'm going to paste this prompt now. Look at this. I want to build a lead capture page for branding consultant called Amaka, who helps more, let me put, because I'm using Temitayo, let me put Temitayo here. So I'm going to put Temitayo, who helps small business look professional, Instagram followers, but no way to capture this, blah, blah, and all of this thing. Now, the names, a strong headline, and all of this thing. Can you see this now? Is there a way to I this? The name, a strong headline, a short description of what the visitor, and all of these things. Let me see. Now, let me break it. Now, look at this now. These are the page or links. A strong headline, comma, a short description of what the visitor gets by filling out the form, and a form that collects name, email, phone number, and what they are interested in, and after submission, it should save, the data and open WhatsApp with a pre-filled message to our WhatsApp number. All right, you cannot put in brackets to our WhatsApp number. Let me, let me put WhatsApp number. So I want to put Temitayo's WhatsApp number. Trying to- Temitayo, can you just paste the WhatsApp number in the chat if you can hear me? Just paste the WhatsApp number in the chat, so I'll just copy. Now, I am building this with an AI website builder by coding tool, right? Now, I will show you what's happening here. Now, if you look at this, oh, I'm not sure I am. Oh, I'm not sharing my lovable screen. So sorry about that. I think I have to be mentioning the screen I'm sharing. Okay. Now, I want to build this with an AI website and app builder vibe coding tool. Write me a complete build from so I can paste it into any vibe coding platform to build this in one go. Now, listen, these are the things that you can do here. Now, you can either from this place now that says I want to build, and then you are going to I want to do two things together. The first thing I want to do is that okay, let me copy this and explain. The first thing I want to do is that we're going to come to Gemini. Gemini is Gemini.google .com. I want to show you two things that you can do. You can either say, I want to build this, and then you describe the page needs, and you erase the rest of this one. You delete this. The reason why you are deleting this is that you just want to build straight. You don't want the AI to help you describe how the website should look like. But you can also now choose to let AI help you define how the website should look like. There are two things. Number one, you can state what you want in the. Can you still hear me, please? If you can hear me, let me know. I need to be sure. If you can hear me, please let me know. Let me wait for a moment. If you can see me, let me know. If you can see and hear me, let me know, please. Well, I don't know if this I can't say. I don't know if it's a recent message or a message I'm not sure right now. Well, can you see my lovable screen? Okay, all right. Thank you. I put on my camera for a while, but I'm showing you now. Okay, thank you so much. You either take the whole of this prompt to gemini.google.com, and then Gemini will give you the build prompt, or you can just come directly here to Lovable or even Google AI Studio and state what you want, and then it will build it for you. Now, you can use any of these approaches, but I always advise that you paste all of this in the brainstorming chat. And most times, this thing doesn't do brainstorming. Most of these AIs builders they don't do brainstorming, but some of them have something they call planning. So this one can help you plan. So all of these prompts here works, but sometimes I don't really like using them. But of course, you can use them. Okay, maybe we should. Okay. Let me just you decide for yourself which one you want to do. So I'm going to select this now. This has been selected, and then I'm going to come to Gemini. That's gemini.google.com, and then I'm going to paste this. So once this thing is pasted right here right now, I'm going to select. Or let me use Pro. You can use Flash. So I'm going to send that. Once that is sent, when if at any point you can hear or see my screen, please let's me know. Now, looking at this now, you can see build a high-end lead, capture, blah 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 blah. Can you see all of this in now? Now, layout and copy. Now, the form, the footer, the functionalities. Can you see all of these things now? Now, I'm not going to copy this. You can either do like this, or just use the, or just describe exactly what you want in the build prompt. But I usually like that, people do this. So after that, I'm going to copy it, and then I'm going to come to Lovable, and I'm going to paste that. Lovable is lovable.dev. And then remember here now, you have build, you have plan. If you're on pro plan, which is $25 per month, you can use plan. But I advise if you are not, if you're using free version, just use build, and then I'm going to click on send. Now it's currently building. Now it's working. Drafting elegance lead, capture header, I know, and all of those things. So what you are seeing is that is I'm currently writing the code behind the scene. It's currently building behind the scene. Oh, I didn't include your phone number. Of course, we can include the phone number. Now, while that is building, I'm going to come to Google, and then once I come to Google AI Studio, I'm going to do the same thing here. Remember to choose build and then new app, and I'm going to click on build too. All right. So this tool, is going to show you that it's building. All right, can you see Google AI Studio now? It's building, manifesting. I don't know what it's manifesting. So, assessing skill relevance. Right. So let me come back to Lovable. Okay, Lovable too is still designing, building premium lead page, visuals now. Okay. Now let's leave the two. So this is Lovable. Lovable is loving. Okay, builds the page. Editorial, and show me what you have built. Now, can you see this now? Excuse me. Can you see this? Now, can everyone see this screen, right? My lovable screen. Let me put it on full. Where can I put it on full screen? It used to be somewhere here. I'm trying to look for full screen. Okay, maybe it's going to open another page, but I actually want a full screen. Well, let's open it. Now look at this. Your brand, command, your value, transform your small business with a professional identity that attracts premium clients, fill out the form, to secure your spot for one-on-one brand consultation. Can you see this now? 120 plus brand elevated, one-on-one bespoke session. Can you see this now? Reserve your consultation, and all of these things. So I can come here now and I can say, Adebayo is my name, the vast media, let me use that Gmail. Now, what are you looking to achieve? So I will just select this and I will say, let's say full brand strategy. I'm going to start your brand journey. So now Immediately the user clicks on that button. Can you see what is happening right now? Can you see now? Hi, Temitayo. My name is Adebayo. I am reaching out. You can also reach me as the vast media. What happened is that, of course, this is not the correct WhatsApp number. If I put a correct WhatsApp number, what it will do that it will open WhatsApp, and then this is the now Google AI Studio has finished generating that landing page. We're going to go and check that right now. But for this one now, it will take you to WhatsApp directly. Now you can look at the mobile version. You can see how it's going to look on mobile. Now, what I'm now going to do here is this. I'm going to say include and hero image means the first image that people can see of the tile, and change the website color to um to if there's anything like both purple or something, let's just use that. I'm both purple, so I'm going to click on send. Okay, it's currently building now, generating the entire image. Now you can see that. Can you see that? Is this the retire? I don't know. But let's go. Now you may want to take a screenshot, just to look at, just to share what now with people. All right. Now can you see that it has changed the color? Can you see that now? Can you see it has changed the color? Can you see that now? Can you see the meter? Command your, can you see this now? Can you see? Can you see it's looking can you see now that it's even looking much better? Edits we allow me, but why that is designing, let me come to Google AI Studio. Now this is Google AI Studio, and I'm going to elevate your brand, command, your value, transform your business. A lot of people has finished doing that. Well, I'll check that. Now, can you see this now? Can you see now? Can you see the difference? Can you see now? Can you see this? Which one do you like? Let me mobile. Let me use mobile version. Can you see this now? Can you see this? Can you see this now? The Temitayo, helped us refine, blah, blah, blah. Can you see this now? This. Can you see this? Now, if you, let me say, start your journey. If I start my journey, that means I'm going to, have to put my name, then my WhatsApp. Let me just put any random number. And then what I'm interested in, let's say I'm interested in social media makeover. And then I'm going to say, start, your brand journey. Can you see this now? Can you see? Immediately, the same thing. Can you see, brought us here. Hi, Temitayo, my name is Ariba. I'm reaching out. Can you see the same thing? The same thing we got from Lovable is what we got here. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to come to Lovable. I'm going to Lovable and I'm going to say share this tab instead. Now, as you can see Lovable now, it's showing me that I have 1.6 free credit remaining for today. This is the downside of Lovable. If you don't get money, you don't feel use Lovable. They are lovable, but of them. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to copy this, and then I'm going to bring it to my studio. And then what I'm going to do is that I'm going to paste that and I'm going to click on send. So let's wait for that. Okay, we're waiting. Oh, you see an internal. Okay, so I'm going to click on try. Now, this one of things I was telling you. So I'm going to click on try. So it's saying illuminating, working. I have completed, blah, 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 blah. So let me paste what I want to do again. Let me paste it again. So I'll just copy that. I want to, so I'll paste that and let's see what it's going to do. Okay, so while that is going on, let's come back to, can you see that? Now, this, I wanted to show you how the code have been written at the back end, but you don't need to worry yourself about it. Now, the programmer is going to sit down to even write this code from the beginning. It's going to take a lot of time. But can you see what this guy has done now? Can you see? Can you see the number of code that has been written? Hmm? So you don't need to bother yourself about this. So this is preview and this is code. What we are concerned with here is the code, right? You are not concerned with the code, at least for now. So what you're interested in is the preview. I'm going to show you the whole of this. We move on. Now this thing is taking its time. Let me go back to law people. Can you see? Let me, okay, it has finished on doing that. I'll go and check that later. But let me just set this. Let me refresh this if it's going to, okay, sit a time. Every time you found out brand consultants, elevate your brand, command. I believe after now, what's it called? Someone like I don't want to mention him, but I know a couple of people that have skills around all of those things. Yeah, you can literally go and build your portfolio today. I mean today, and you can send it to someone today under 30 minutes. But I'm going to show you how that works, right? That attract PM clients, fill out the form, blah blah. Can you see? Now, so I like the page. Now you can literally build this page 50K, 100K, 150, depending on the person you're working with, something simple and soft. Do you like this? Are we still following? Are we still following? So if I decide to fill this now, I'll fill it again. I'm going to put my name, and then I'm going to select what I want to select. Now I want to do something here. When people click order, it shouldn't just go ahead because I don't know what other things. So I want to tell a lot of people that when someone clicks other logo and visual, other logo, other words you're looking out for, you should let them type. So watch me do that right now. That's the last thing I'm going to use the last credit. So now you can use voice notes here. You can use voice note, and then yeah, you can use voice note. Another thing I want to also show you is this. Let me change this view. Now looking at the bottom here, now see what you have here. You have what we call select element. If you want to edit any when you're lovable, you can click on this now, and then you can you can click on this H1 and tell it to make any change or anywhere at all. Can you see now? You can just click on that first and then just navigate through exactly what you want to change and then what exactly you want to see. All right, look at this now. Can you see? That's one. Then number two, you can type. Let's say here now, you can type exactly what you want, and then I don't want to use the credit, but you can type what you want and then you effect the change. And then draw annotation. You can also do this. Hmm? So once you draw annotation, right, automatically the annotation will come here. Once the annotation come here, you can now describe what you want and then click on send. I don't want to do that because I'm left with 1.6 credit. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to cancel that. And also, you can add a comment. You can come here, let's say here, and then add a comment. Change to something. I don't want to do that because of the credit. You can add a comment. Now, collaborating with someone, on the website and all of those things. I hope you understand. Right. So these are the four features that you can use at the bottom here. And then the next one is that I'm going to be showing you how to, publish and all of this. But before that, what I want to do is that remember I want to I want to change something here. So maybe what I can do is to use this feature. I'm going to use this feature. Yes. So I've selected that. So I will say I'll use a voice note. When a user selects what are you looking for to achieve, what are you looking to achieve? Among the options, if a user chooses order, let them type to when they choose order. Under it, when they choose order, let them type what exactly they move on. So what it will do is that it's going to transcribe that and then it's going to give it to me in plain English. This is one of the fastest way to now, depending on you, right? It and all of this, but I want to add another thing. Give me a moment, please. Um, Academy manager, please kindly let me confirm who is Bolaji Oluwatomiwa. Confirm who is Bolaji Oluwa Tomiwa. I need to know, please. Yeah, come back to my lovable screen. Add this phone phone number. Add this phone number. So I'm going to put my phone number. Whose number let me put my number. So I'll put +481 2072 3575. What other things should we change here? What other things can we change here? What other things can we change here? I'm looking for what else we can change, but what should we change here? Builders say add a section about testimonials, testimonial with visuals. Okay, can you see this? Third image. Over here. Oh. Who is this? Let's wait for it anyways. Someone can just, take a screenshot of the section right now, and then, you just want to post on social media and all of these things. Someone can just take a screenshot and send it to group chat. In fact, I need uh, people to just take a screenshot and then say, this is what we're doing, this is where we are, something like that, so that, you can also post on your social media, oh, we're learning, I'm learning to build a website, something like that. Yeah, this is very important. And one thing I will tell you is that if you know you want to organize this, every step or every step into learning anything new in this class, I need you to stay first. See, we're in that time where it is no longer about the tool, it is about the marketing of your skill. It's about who knows you. And don't despise the days where you cannot build it. Let people see your transformation. So you are learning how to build a simple page website today now. By next week, you're going to build something more sophisticated than this. But let them know that from last week, you didn't know anything. This is what you have been able to build. This is very important. If you are going to monetize this skill, yeah, you can tag us. We're going to, reshare. But what is more important now is that let people see your transformation. Build online, build on the online space when you are starting out. Don't wait, you are a pro. No, at any level. So a normal person, right? A designer cannot do this thing in 2 minutes. No. They cannot do this thing in 1 hour. But this is what we are doing in less than 30 minutes. So take a screenshot, share on your social media, let people know exactly what you are learning, and then let them know what to expect and all of those things. Now let me go through this. Can you see now? That means I have to wait till tomorrow. I have to know what exactly I want to, But of course, this is a good to go already. Now look at this, like brand transform, a glimpse of founders who choose intention over noise and watch blah blah. Can you see this now? Now, Temitayo transformed the way my boutique is perceived within. Can you see now? She gave my bakery a soul. The new identity feels expensive, intentional, and unmistakably mine. That's Zainab. You can change all of this thing. This is what we call, this is not this image, it is well. Working with Temitayo was a turning point. My studio finally looked as premium as, we work together. As we work, can you see now? Now we serve your sports and all of this thing. What did I say? It's, are we still together? Can you hear me? If you are following, please let me know. The video to be long, but I would still like to. So, Olamide, where exactly did you not get? You can just quickly say that, so that I can explain. I know, there's going to be a replay, but I want to answer your question live. Exactly did you miss? So I can just, I'll be waiting for your question. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. It's really, immersed. So let me just, now, unfortunately, we cannot, of course, we can undo so it's even good. Now, this is where we started from. Remember, we started from Gemini, and what did you give to Gemini? The prompting. Okay, oh, okay. This is where we started from. I already developed this. Now, in your case now, it might not be I want to build a lead capture. I want to build a lead capture page for a branding consultant called Temitayo, who helps small business look professional, Instagram followers, but no way to capture the page needs. The page needs a strong the page needs a strong headline, a short description of what the visitor gets by filling out the form, right? A form that collects name, email, phone number, and what they are interested in. And after submission, it should save the data and open WhatsApp with a pre-filled message to our WhatsApp number. Now, describe what exactly you want to build in your head. You have described it. Now, what you are not doing is that you are Gemini that you are building this with an AI website builder called Vibe Coding Tool. Now, you are telling it that it should now write you a complete build prompt that you can paste into any vibe coding platform to build this website in one go. You are now saying it again that the design should be high-end, light theme. Now, you can describe how you want it to look like. If you want dark, you can even specify the color from the go. You can say the design should be high-end, purple, clean, elegant typography, soft. Can you see that it generated exactly what we want? Soft, neutral accents, general spacing. Can you see that? You can describe what you want. Now, you are not telling that it should think luxury editorial, not a tech startup, not generic, not template, premium and calm. Can you see that the website is actually calm? Include the exact form, feed, the WhatsApp, the WhatsApp link format, and the full layout in one prompt. The prompt should work on any AI website app builder. Now, remember, tool, and this is what you now further went ahead to say you are building this with an AI website builder called Vibe Coding Tool. Since you are now building this with an AI website builder, you are now telling me, oh dear. I'm not showing my screen. So sorry about that. So you told it that this is exactly what you want to build. Then after you told it what you want to build, you now go ahead and say you are using AI website builder. And based on that, it should write you build prompt. Now, when we say build prompt is that instruction that you give to the website builder. This is not a website builder, of course. Google AI Studio, is part of Google ecosystem. But specifically, what you are doing, you can use this on ChatGPT. You can do this one on Claude. You can do this on Coin AI. You can do this on Grok AI. Are we still together now? You, this is called brainstorming. What we are doing now is brainstorming. But instead of you trying to brainstorm on your own, you just describe, see, don't get it all complex. Anyhow you have it in your head. The features you want on your website, what you want to happen, how you want the user to feel, whatever you want on your website, anything at all you could think of about your website, just write it raw. And after that, you now say that, oh, you are building this with an AI website builder. Since you are building this with an AI website builder, how to construct your prompt in the way AI website will understand. But because AI tools understand themselves, a brainstorming AI, that it should now do a prompt that we are going to use to build this with AI because they know how to communicate with each other or one another. So that's why we now say, me a complete build prompt I can paste into any AI vibe coding platform to build this in one go. The design should be high end. This way, and I now stated that you should describe how you want the website to be here. Anyhow you have it in your, even though it's not correct. You can even go ahead and say, if my something is vague, please, ensure that you define it, or something like that. We're going to get to another point where it's going to ask you a question. But this is the first phase. Something that is think luxury, editorial, not startup, not generic, not template, premium and calm. You're also saying that it should include the exact form feed and all of the. If I can paste, if you have color specification, you can state that so that you are not wasting your token or your credit. If you have the color, use for your color code, you can paste that. But if you don't have, now don't worry yourself about think just me trying to going extra. All right. Now after that, what it will now give you is this. Here is a comprehensive ready to paste prompt designed specifically for AI website builder, like VO, Lovable, Boost.new, or Cozo. It clearly separates the design system, the exact copy, and the functional logic, so the AI understand exactly what to generate. Now, it's now to now tell you paste this into your. This is what you are copying, and the prompt is saying and lead capture. Remember that it's still almost the same thing as what you described. The only change is that this one has designed the design. It has specified the layout and the copy. It has specified the form, the footer. You don't know about all of these things. You don't know this thing. You don't know what it means to build a functioning website, but the AI understand. That is why you are telling AI to help you do the brainstorming, and his own assignment is just to give you what you need to pick. So I then copy this. The moment I copy this now, the next thing is I came to and I pasted it here. The exact prompt it gave me. This is what I pasted here. The prompt I got from Gemini, or you can use any one of those on to brainstorm. And then I copy exactly the same thing and then I pasted it here. So the moment I pasted it here now, it's built the page, right? The way I want. Now we won't see the previous one right here, but of course we can go back. So I can come here. Where's okay? I can. So if I view, let me come back. I want to show you the first version that we are after I pasted the prompt. So I can view each and then I can come back. This is the first one, build branded lead capture. Look at this. I can say revert to the previous version. Are we still together now? Are we getting it? Is it clearer now? Are we getting it now? Can you see that now? This is the first version that we had. This is the first version that we had. And this is the idea of vibe coding. All right. This is vibe coding. This is the first version that we had. Now, I can come here now and I can say, I can come here, I can say it should show, then I will select the second one. Let's see the second. The first version was 259, the second version was 304. So let's see the second version. What did you do in the second version? We told it to change the color and then add image to the hero section. Hero section is simply, when people get to your website, the first page or the first thing they're going to see, the first element, that is the hero section. That is the part that specify exactly what, okay, I'll click on this now and I will say revert to this version. See, revert. Now it's reverting. That is the hero section. So I believe after this class tonight, someone should be able to create a functioning website that is ready to go. And then that's what would be our assignment. Can you see now? The project has been successfully reverted to this message. Now look at this now. This was the second version, right? Can you see this now? This was the second version. Now let's now see the last version, which is on 3.18. So I'm going to click on that and I'm going to say revert. Where we are now. So this is exactly where we are. Now, after this, I said include an hero image of the and change the website color to bold purple. That's when we had the second version. Then the third version is this. I said, I use this tool. I use this tool here, and I said, there's this element, select element. You can either select elements by selecting this and then tapping on what you want. So once you click on what you want, right, it's automatic and then it will be put here. Then you specify what you. By the time it finishes doing that, you're going to get the change here. That's no one. Then the other approach you can use for that is to edit the text here. You can select this and then edit the text. Once you edit the text, right, it will, of course, it will take effect and then you can, because we don't have credit here now, we won't be able to do that. And then also you can also use this one that says draw annotation. This is simply annotation. So the moment you draw something like that now, it will be selected and it's what you want, right? So I'm going to clear that one. Then the last one, make comment. Now, comment is when you are working on it, maybe you're two or you're three on the project. Of course, you can share your project with someone. Two people can be working on a project at the same time. All right. Two people can be working on a project at the same time. So you just put a comment, right? But I don't want any comments now. So again, super option that minimize I. Of course, these are the things that I'm eating the tuber. I don't know. Okay, okay. This is the tuber. I can bring it out here. I can just bring out. All right. So these are other. Let me see the other things I can do. You can hide it. You can minimize it. Light or dark. Let me use dark. In fact, I think dark is better. All right. So that was what I did. And what are you looking for? Blah blah. I use voice notes for this. Right. Now, after I stated that, I also said you should also put my phone number and then add a section about testimonial with video. Let's now test if the three things are working. Yes, now there's another section that talks about that is testimonial, right? This one is here, and then there's another. Okay, let's now comment. Has added my number. Can you see now? If we do anything now, it's my personal number, and then the third option. Let's see when someone selects order. Can you see now? This we didn't have this before, and because I've not refreshed. Look at this. Can you see? If I select order, nothing happens. But when exactly what I want. So once I select, let's say I select brand visual or something like that, let me select order. Can you see now? You lost your vision in few words. So that is where we are currently. Do you understand now? Is it clear now? Is it clear now? Is it clear now? I need your feedback. I need your feedback. Do you understand now? Let's move on. Now that we are done, let's now test what we built. Can people still hear me? Okay, 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 okay. I can see your comments now. All right. Now let's now test what we did. So what is going to happen right here is that I'm going to click on start your brand journey. Okay, I've not selected anything. I'll select Adebayo. I'll put my personal email now, and then I'm going to select my phone number. Then I'm going to select what I want. I will select this, and then I'm going to say start your brand journey. Now, the moment I click on start your brand journey, this is going to bring me. There's going to be a pop-up. Hi, Temitayo. My name is Adebayo. I'm reaching out because I'm interested in your full brand strategy. You can also reach me at blah 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 blah, and then same message. I will reach out to the person. That's just the level one of website design. That's level one design with AI. Now that we are done, what we now need to do is that no, you are the only one that can access this website right now. You are the only one that can access the website right now. But what we are going to do is that we are going to the internet so that everyone can be able to now talk about deployment. And let me just walk you through the rest of the interface of Lovable. Looking at it now, this is the files, right? You have not uploaded any file yet, so it won't show anything. This is the code. Now you don't need to worry yourself about all of this, router access, server tiers, you don't need to worry about any of these things, right? When you click on any of the codes, and you don't even touch this area. If you are doing level one and level two bad coding, you don't even to touch anything. So do not touch anything. The third one here is more. So when you click on more, you can see other things that you can do, like analytics, cloud payments, all of these things. When you click cloud, you, this is secrets is simply your APIs. I've taught you people about API, right? This is also the same thing as secret. When you hear something like okay, secret environment simply those areas where you type your API. Can you see now? Lovable API key. If you want to add anything now, you can add anything API key, and all of those things, right? You can add another one. Logs, basically version control. All right, what we have worked on, over the last hour, right? And there is the usage. Since you don't have any subscription, it won't show any usage. There is your payment, right? Explore payment. I'm not going to do that. Okay, let me just do that so that it look like I'm running away from something because you have not subscribed. No. So it won't. So let's just look at. Then let me come back to now security. Now run for security. You can run. Try to run the security now. It's going to, of course, we're going to be talking about security by the time we get to week 3 or week 4, but don't bother about this one for now. Then SEO and AI search, right? So research SEO with lovable, blah blah blah. SEO is simply search engine, optimization, right? This one is currently scanning my project. AI summary is missing, blah 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 blah. So you can go through this thing and just explore them. Also ask AI the question around this if you don't know. I mean, not necessarily this one, but maybe Gemini or Claude. That there's something in lovable that you don't understand. And that is the beauty. This is one of the beauty of vibe coding. You won't get to know everything, right? All right, let me come back to the preview. Now, the next thing we want to do is that we want to make it live on the internet where everyone can visit. We want to make it live on URL where everyone can visit. And this is exactly what we're going to do. Now, what you will do is when it comes, okay, let me explain this one to you. Now, look at this now. Show tablet preview. You can click that. Can you see now? It's showing you how it's going to look like when right. This is exactly how to look on mobile. I think it's bad. It's responsive enough. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Can you see this now? No, back to computer. Now, this one, what's it called now? On the full screen, and then this one is refresh. Maybe the code is not working or something, and then you need to refresh. This is exactly what happens here. And then coming to this side, you have your profile here, right? And then if you want to share someone, like I said earlier, that people can collaborate on a design. So you can invite the person either via email, yes, you can also review depending on you. You can copy the link of invite, right? Or just put the person email and then share the preview with the person, right? Then the next one is here is upgrade. There's no English, another English for that upgrade. So their basic plan is $25. Now I think I've done their plan. I think 2 times now. I spent $50 here, but probably is a good place to start. All right. So let me just come back. Now, the last one here is publish. If you want to publish your app, this is exactly what you're going to do. Now, once you click on publish here, now the thing is that when you want to publish, there are two things you need to know. There is a custom domain, and there is what other domain? The because we are using Lovable, your website we have Adebayo Karim, so it will be Adebayo Karim.lovable.app because you are using their free plan and you have not bought domain. So let's say you want to connect it to a domain. We're going to talk about domain. So you're going to go to Namecheap, or you go to there are some of Nigeria website that you can get this thing like hostinga.com. I think hostinga.com should have .com.ng. .com.ng should be like 5,000 a year or 12,000 a year. Then there's .ng. .ng should be like 17,000 a year, just a year. Now there's when you are producing when you are making a website live on URL, there are two things involved. There is a hosting and then there's a domain. Now, because you are using Lovable, Lovable is backed up by I think Vessel. I can't the IPU backing up your website. So the only thing you need to pay for now is the hosting. When they are building it traditionally, you have to pay for hosting and domain. We are going to be looking at other platforms that helps you host your website like Vessel or Netlify when we get to stage 3 of building website with AI. But for now, what is happening is that Lovable is helping you host your you are you are going to buy domain so that you can have your website.com, your website.ng, your website.com.ng. We are going to send you a list of where you can buy, your domain. The academy manager will share that with you where you can buy, your domain. One of them is namecheap.com. Another one is there's Hostinger, there's Bluehost, there's Go. No, there's many of them like that. Depending on where you want to buy. If you want to buy .ng or .com.ng, you cannot get that on Namecheap, right? You can get that on other Nigeria domain registrar, and then you're not going to link it here. I'm going to show you how you're going to link it. But for now, what we want to do is that we want to have, this website, those lovable.app, which is a good start. So, me and copy entire, and then your website URL, just you build, you okay, oh, the entire with this name already taken. Okay, let me use the entire, okay, the entire should be available. All right. Now you can add a custom domain here. Now before now, this will show you another way actually. This is one thing about Lovable now. If you are not on the approved plan, you cannot connect your custom domain. And this is I don't want to say boo it, but of course, this will be a nice experience for you if you're just starting out. That means you have to pay $25 for you to even now connect your domain. That means you'll be spending maybe 30 or $40, which I don't find it okay as a beginner. So I will have the temitayo.com dot lovable and then dot app, and I'm going to click on continue. Once I click on continue, now the public, right? Anyone with the URL can access it. Now, you want you want it in this workspace, that means you have to subscribe to their business plan. You want only select a number of people to just you get what it means, right? It's self-explanatory. But because it's a free version here, you're using anyone with the URL, and then you're going to click on continue. Now, if you have your logo, you can upload your logo, right? Do I have any logo right now? Let me just go to, let me see if I can use any logo right now. I'm trying to look for a logo. Let me quickly download the logo. Generic. Let me just say generic. But is this making sense at all, everyone? Is this making sense? It asks a question. I'm using will be shared. Everything. Everything. Um, because of time, I'm unable to get any logo now, and I don't want to waste with time. But of course, I want to publish. I just click on this arrow, and then it's going to what's it called right now? It's going to direct you to your gallery via your phone, on your laptop, to your laptop, and then you're going to pick a logo, and then description. Now, description is very important for SEO, search engine optimization. What is that thing that when you think of that people can what's it called now search for? What can people search for when they're searching for a project or business like yours? Let's say brand strategies in Lagos. You can see that temita.lovable.com brand strategies in Lagos, social media image you can upload about because I don't have that now. Next. Now, once I click on next, now you need to confirm URL is the temitayo.lovable.app. The visibility, of course, public website info. That one is missing. Basic security, and all of those things. So I will just say publish. Now we so the website is being published now. This is just lovable. My network seems to be slow. Or if you can hear me, let me know. Can you still hear me? Let me just hear. Yes, I can hear you now. Just type yes, I can hear you now so that I know that. If you can hear me, let me know, please. If you can hear me, please let me know. Network seems to be horrible right now. You shouldn't take this time to publish actually. Network is really a challenge right now. Okay. All right. So while that is being you know published, we're going to go back to Google AI Studio. So let's come back to Google AI Studio. AI Studio. The same thing we did on the same thing we did on Lovable is exactly what we are doing here. Are we still together now? Now I'm on mobile view. I can change it to current screen size. Now can you see this now? Elevate your brand, command value, current directive, blah 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 blah. So now this now is not needed. We're going to remove that. This by appointment only, I'm not sure we need that. We're going to remove that. This securing booking, we are going to change that to maybe secure booking or something, or book now, something like that. And then let me see what again we can remove. I don't like the fact that this one is okay. But I don't like the kind of purple, it's used here. So I would say change the shade of purple, original purple. Okay. So now you can also mm, let me see your video. I see publishing. Why? Your people is still publishing, and I don't know why it's taking so much of time. So much of time. Now this actively blah blah blah. I'm not sure I want this. Okay. Still not the way a lot of people website is. No, look at this. Look at this. No, lovable. I like it. Look at one of those things. So I can do. So, I can screenshot. Or let's just move on for now. Now that it has affected that, so what we can do is that this Google I Studio is what we'll be using mostly. Now, what we did. Oh, I'm not sharing this stuff. So what we did for the other one is what we're going to be doing here. So that edit tool that was at the bottom, no, we check at the bottom of the vehicle is up here, edit tool. So what we're going to use is just click on this edit tool. Once you click on the edit tool, once you click on that edit tool, you are going to come here and then of course select whatever what you want. So I will tell it to, I will say remove remove this. So I'm going to say that remove this completely. I will also say, I also come here again and I will say, I'm just to click on it at same time. And I will say, I will just copy what I said here. I will just paste it here. Once that one is done, I will also run that one. So I don't want that. So let me come back to the video. Just one tool I want you to use, but I'm just showing you how both works now, depending on what you want to do. Oh, it has been published. It has been published. Maybe it was just now. This is up to date. So once if I copy this now and I share this uh in the group chat, I just share that in the group chat now. So everyone now can go, and visit that website live. And you can perform action. Yeah, you can perform action. Choose anything. You can perform action. Choose anything, and then it will direct you to my personal WhatsApp. What will happen? Simple landing page website, and then you're cool. So thanks to Lovable for that. So when we come back on AI Studio, now this Google AI Studio, what we did, okay, it has removed this completely now. Now I want to remove this one to completely. So I can just say, okay, remove this completely, right? So I need to change this image to, I don't want this image. I need, actual Nigerian. All this miss, okay. A miss something, okay, that principal, okay, no bad, bad. You know, initiate your consultation, okay, no bad. I don't have this thing, Timitayo air, blah, blah, blah. That's not bad. But this luxury I paid is making it look like AI generated, and that's what I don't even want, at all. That's what I don't want at all. Okay, so initiate your conversation. Basically, I don't like the language um, Google AI Studio is using. Look at this. Now, elevate your brand, command your value. Conversation. Can you see now? Start your brand journey. Can you see how? But Google AI Studio, um, I would say use the exact during the first prompt. In the first prompt, so I can put strictly. Okay. Maybe I'm going to show you other tools that we can build with by next week, if time permits. It's just that one thing about Google is just that they are generous. You you can build even more than one website even in a day and all of those things. What you're doing. So what I will do is I will say add a section about colonials. Wait, okay. Elevate your brand, command your Let me see. Is that what is on the elevate your brand comma? Okay, transform, you know, transform your small business. Okay. So the brand inquiry, let me see what is there. The brand inquiry should be reserve your consultation. Should be reserve your consultation. Now you can always tweak it around. If it doesn't align with what you picture or what you want, you can always tweak it around. And we're going to do that here now. So I told you to add a section about um, testimonials with visuals, and then let's look for the next thing that we want to. Okay, so this one now. So this securing booking, what I will put there is what I will put is start your brand journey or book. Let me just say change this button to book now. Now, sometimes you have to do this. This is what I want to do. Now, put apostrophe here, and comma, and sorry, quotation here, so that it emphasize what exactly you're saying. So put quotation around the exact thing. And you see now, change the button to just click on send. Let's see it on the website. Okay, yeah, as another. So the thing here is okay, it's over here. I don't know. Okay, but I don't like this. It should just be okay. Whatever I thought that you feel you want, you can go on and on and specify till you get your results. And we see together now. Now, if you look at a lot of people now, he's saying something like the meantime, blah blah blah. So we're going to tell it to do that. So what I can do here now is this. I will I will screenshot this and I'll come back to Google AI Studio, and then I will say I'll screenshot it there, and I'll say use this layout for the testimonial. Use this layout for the testimonial section, and let's let them be real humans. And okay, let them be real humans, and uh, make the section. Sorry about that. And make the section look elegant and catchy. You can just state whatever you want. Then I'm going to send that. All right. So I'm going to send that. What's written to change earlier? Okay. Book now. Okay. Can you see I has changed this one to book now from I can't even remember what was there, but it has changed it to I think okay, scaling sport or something. What was there before. But now it has changed it to book now. Okay. Now let's move on. Now, client signature undeniable transformation. Read how visual founders celebrated their praises and provided premium pricing. under our creative. Okay. So let's wait for it to. Okay, has finished doing that. Let's see. All right, undeniable transformation. Can you see that now? Now, let me now show you another logic. Yeah, let me show you another. I want to show you how to deploy. But okay, we still have time. We still have around the 7 minutes there. So another logic to get exactly what you want is to go to this website. So go to this website I call Dribble. Is okay. Begin. Dribble is Dribble or Behance or even Pinterest. Right, well, let's use Dribble for now. Bags. It's telling me to select bags. So I'm gonna select bags. Okay. Now, what am I looking for? I'm looking for, let's say, brand consultant website. So let's see what we're gonna. Let's see. Let's see. It might not even be brand consultant. I can open this in a new tab. Yeah, so I like this. I've opened it in a new tab. Yes, I like this. It says of branch strategies. Forgive the network. I paused a bit. So I like these of branch strategies. Let me still go. Okay, let me still go. I want to show change it to. Okay, I like this too. I want to show you what is possible. So what I'm going to do is that since I like this, what I will do is this. I will say, I'll click on it and I'll copy image or you can screenshot the image and I'm going to, oh, okay, I didn't share this. I like this one, right? So I copied the image. Immediately I copied the image, I'm going to go to the website that we are building from. Give me a moment, please. My laptop seems to be lagging. Yeah, there are a lot of things going on my laptop right now. All right. Can you hear me? I'm so sorry about the network. I was locked out and my browser restarted. So sorry about that. Let's move on. Okay, so let me share my screen. Remember, we are currently working on let me share this website. Working on this website, and I want to show you what is possible. A lot of stuff. So I'm trying to show you that there are still more things I can do to this website, even though it's a single page website. And what did I do? I came to Dribble, and I'm coming. It's telling me to confirm something. So you're gonna come to Dribble. Once you come to Dribble, what did I search for? I searched for brand strategies website, and I really love this one. I'll just go like this, can you see this now? So what I will now do is this. I'm going to copy this, copy the image. Once the image is copied, I'm going to come back to, Google AI Studio. Once I get back to Google AI Studio, I'm going to paste this. I just want to test this on, like I've not been doing this on, well, I've been doing it on anti-gravity, which we're going to do on maybe stage 3 or 4, right? Okay, so let's go ahead. So I'm going to say using as a reference. See, pay attention to this. So using this as a reference, my just permits the network. Using it as a reference, let's say fashion. You can use any English. Fashion the website after the attached attached after the attached screenshots, and maintain what. See, listen. You need to always do this. Oh, maintain what is already be what already built. Do not change anything. Only redesign based on the mood of the screenshots. Are there to this street? So I got the prompt that I use is not in framework. Funny enough, David may have the prompt, but doesn't know he has it. It's not something, but I'm gonna share that with you. So I saw Kes message. Okay, Kes is Abiodun Oluwalonimi. He said, I'm reaching out because I'm interested to build a website and other digital and AI ideas. You can also reach me on, okay. Can you see how beautiful it is? Only this now, to give you money. Alright. So it's currently doing that now. Let's wait for it. If at any time you cannot hear me, just let me know either in the WhatsApp, yes, or in the chat. Like can you see now it's currently building. Now, while that is building, let me just walk you through, how you may want to deploy. Now, for you to deploy this, do level All right, so what you're going to do is now you have two ways of deploying. Number one is to come to when you click on share. If you click share, it's only if you copy this link now and you send to someone, it will bring the person to the raw website. It's just that this chart will not be there, but everything like this, the person can be able to edit it. And you only send that link to maybe someone you trust or wants to help you, to work on the website. Does that make sense? If you do not want people to, okay, is it not showing? Okay, showing. If you don't want people to be able to, edit your website, do not use share. Now, look at this thing here that says remix. Remix is maybe if someone shared a website or with you. Now, if you share a website with someone, I mean your live website that you are building from the back end, if you share with someone and then they are editing it, now the thing is that it's going to become their own. Oh, was it green? Oh, what did this thing build for me? No, 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 no. This is not what I want. It only use let me go back to what I want. This, I want, well, let me go back to this place. Somehow, maybe this strategy, this client, this visualization, this book now. But I want the hero image to, oh, I want the hero image. Okay, let me see. Now, what I'm going to do, using the image I share with you, I want you to replicate the hero image exactly the image 100%. Do not change any content, use my own heading, use my own copy, but make it look like exactly hero image and then the hero section is looking in with you. Okay, so I'm going to send. Can you see how how easy by coding is? You can literally just say, you know, whatever you want with just your voice and then it is for you. Now let's move on. This remix is when you share your website with someone, they can remix it, to become their own. That's what remix is, all right? Then you have share, you have publish. I've told you what share is, right? So you cannot use share. Then you have publish. Now, if you are publishing on Google AI Studio, right? Of course, they will tell me to get started here. Your publish is not available while changes are in progress. Okay. Now I cannot publish because changes are being through. You can tell them what the issue is and then you can send it to them. Now I've walked you through the preview, the code, this select device preview, refresh, full screen yet. Now coming to these settings. Am I still audible? All right, so I just want to be sure. Now, when you click on this now, you're going to see charts, you're going to see share, you're going to see publish, you're going to see version, you're going to see integration, you're going to see secret, and GitHub, right? Now, this is what we'll now be working with GitHub. Remember,
in Love People, I show you what secret is. And remember, secret is your API. Can you see now? Gemini API. This is because we're using Gemini API key here. Now, let me come here. Now, charts. Look at this. Okay, let me come back. Since yes, okay, not so bad, but I think I now prefer the initial one. I think I now prefer the initial one. Now, let me give you one thing you can do here. This is vibe coding. You are seeing practically. This is vibe coding. So what you can do here now is this. I'm going to come to the place we brainstorm. That is our brainstorming. Can you see this now? So I will bring in my screenshot. Don't get confused. This is the chart that we enter initially our build prompt. So what I will do is this. I like this and I want to replicate the same thing for my website. The website is currently working on Google AI Studio. However, I want to this for my web page. The section is 100% without changing anything on my current website. Nothing should be touched that has been. Give me a clear build prompt that can achieve 100% without getting it wrong. The layout can change based on this, but no content should change. So that's I'll just and then I can just delete this and then I'm gonna click on send. Sometimes remember, ah, I said should give me the prompt, Oga. Can you see this now? That sometimes this AI models they just no. This is not what I want. I told you that I want you to give me a prompt that I can insert in my build prompt where I am building my website. I want it to reflect exactly what is here using my image and my content on your assignment is to give me specific font, not generate image. Give me the font I can my build tool that will do exactly the same thing without changing my content, even though the layout will change. Do not generate any image, just give me the build prompt I can send to my build tool. I'm going to click on send. There are only two people left on this call. Okay, can you see now? Apply blah 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 blah. Tell it to reference the image. Tell the I'm looking for the best. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy this. After copying this now, what I will do is I'll copy this place and um I'll come back to Now this one, now you can check the history. You can see that give it exactly. Now the version has been restored. I'll give it exactly what I want, and then I'm going to include the image. I will say using the attached um picture, whatever. Okay, apply. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to click on send. So while that is doing, of course, we can keep troubleshooting this, and but I don't want to waste our time. I just want to show you how to deploy so that I can even send this on today. So what you will now do here is this: you're going to come to this place, and then once you come to this place, I feel I should make this one next week. Okay, let me make this one next week so that I will show you how to deploy to the website. This one is a bit technical than lovable because it's already over 2 hours, almost 3 hours now. So I don't want to waste your time. So I'll just keep that one next week. But before that, make sure you go to GitHub, and before that, go to this website called um GitHub. GitHub is spelled GITHUB.com. Go to GitHub and then register with GitHub, and also go to Vessel.com. Vessel is spelled VERCEL, and then we're going to use them next. All right, we're going to use them next week. So let me come back to this place. It's still loading. So remember, you can tell it to change this image by just using this tool, and then all right, then you can also upload your own image too, and start this blah blah blah. You can do that. All of these things you can remove them, and you know just make the website look like what exactly that you want. Okay, and this is exactly where we're going to end this for today. Of course, we'll wait for this one to finish loading. This is exactly where we're going to end this for today. So you go ahead now and create a single page website, either for your brand or for someone. A single page website, just like we have done, right? Either for yourself or for your client, depending on the one you want to have. Still not getting it, but well, I think it's getting it gradually, but not entirely so. Elevate your brand. I don't know whichever one you prefer, but I think I prefer the former one. This one too is not. I think this one too is not bad. Anyway. This is not bad, but we can just leave it like this and just tweak this. You can state anything you want, but I think I prefer the last two version. But it's depending on you, man. This is idea of vibe coding, right? You can tweak it around and all of those things. So by next week we're going to deploy so that I can have it where people can visit. Register with GitHub and register with Vessel. Before we call it a day, do we have any question? Before we call it a day, do we have any question? I know it's been a long day, different from last week. It's not looking like, yeah, this is the real work. Yeah, it's a real work right here. Do we have any question before we call it a day for tonight? Do we? Do we have any question before we call it a day. And how was the session? How was the session? I want to hear from you. Did you learn something new today? Did you learn something new today? I want to hear from you. Did you learn something new today? Some of you, must take a screenshot and share. Since there are no question, I think we can call it a day already. It's gonna be shared. Yeah, it's gonna be shared tonight. I mean, after this session is gonna be shared, and then everyone can have access to the prompt. So the assignment now is to go and build a single page website, either for your business, for your clients. It can be a portfolio website. It's the same process. You just state whatever you want. We're going to share the brief with you. So you are going to just state what exactly it is that you're trying to, you know, what exactly it is going to build. I hope that makes. I am myself. I'm trying to take a screenshot so that I can post. Okay, let me see. Not yet. I might need to go to the class again as I can understand. Okay. Yes, a lot of new stuff. The class is looking more intense. Actually, actually, that's how I made it first. What we are going to build on by next Saturday is going to be a bit, higher than this. All right, but trust me, it is simple for you. All right. Thank you so much for being part of today. And then make sure you carry out your assignment. And we're going to meet next Saturday.